future debate. Thank you.
Cameron Thomas.
Chair, it's an honour to serve under your chairship. I commend my honourable friend for Shrewsbury for securing this important debate. Just 3 weeks after the 2024 general election, 4 young men were killed in Ullenwood, just outside my constituency, when their car collided with a tree, 3 20-year-olds and 1 18-year-old. "This is Andre, my child full of dreams," his mother said in a tribute to her son. It's not always young people who suffer such accidents, of course, but many suffer vicariously through the loss of their loved ones. I recall the deaths of 2 motorcyclists separately within 90 minutes on the same stretch of road on the 30th of August 2023. One lost his life near Ashchurch and the other near Evesham. One was a friend of a friend. Let the record recall Philip Beer, described by his lifelong friend Richard Price as an ex-Conservative councillor in Long Levens ward, but the good type of Tory, very modest, very moderate and centrist, and who had voted for Labour and the Liberal Democrats in recent years. He was a Spurs supporter, and he left behind his wife Louise and his children Izzy, Charlie and Henry. I've spoken previously of my admiration for those members of the emergency services who so selflessly put themselves in harm's way to protect and treat others. I hope those in this room will spare a thought for our police officers, paramedics and firefighters who arrive at the scenes of road traffic collisions. Back in July, I learned a truly shocking statistic that 1 in 5 young people will be involved in a reportable road traffic collision in the year following their driving test. In 2023 alone, there were 281 road collisions in the Tewkesbury constituency. Just under 20% of those were aged between 17 and 24. 1 young person per week just in Tewkesbury. Driving is popular amongst all demographics within my constituency. Many young people use cars to travel to school, to see their friends and to play for local sports teams. Like Shrewsbury, Tewkesbury, with its broadly dispersed towns and villages, suffers from irregular and unreliable modes of public transport, thus driving is heavily relied upon. According to the Department of Transport in the Gloucestershire region since 2015, there's been a 24% decline in the number of passenger journeys on local bus services. We should acknowledge, though, that for many young people, learning to drive is both a significant milestone and a source of immense pride, but one which exposes them to significant risk. 17 to 25-year-old men have higher rates of fatal road collision than almost every other age group, second only to over 85s. One initiative that I proudly endorse is the Under-17s Pathfinder Initiative, which is active in Gloucestershire, West Mercia, Yorkshire and Humberside. It's a low-cost and socially mobile initiative with various bursaries available so that young people of all socio-economic backgrounds can benefit. Volunteers at the initiative guide aspiring drivers through theoretical and practical training in a controlled environment away from public roads. I visited the initiative in South Cerney in August 2024 and was driven around safely by a young lady under tuition alongside her father. The reduction of speed limits is controversial amongst drivers. I sometimes find the practice frustrating myself, but this cannot be about our own frustrations. Rather our children. A reduction in the speed limit on high-risk routes in Lincolnshire resulted in a 75% reduction in killed or seriously injured collisions, and for that reason I would endorse the practice in Gloucestershire. I hope the Minister will take those statistics back to her department alongside my endorsements. Thank you.